Hey everyone, Sarabi here. So today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to create my basic ruffle hats. So basically you want to start off with the basic chain 4, then you slip your stitch into the first one to do that little loop. And then for row 1, you're going to make sure that you chain 2. That's going to count as your double crochet. And you're going to also do 11 double crochets to complete that full circle and then slip into that first stitch. Okay, so you should end up with a total of 12 double crochets for that first initial circle. And then once you get through and go around, then you'll be ready to start with the next row. One thing to note that I did use a 5mm hook for this project. So if you have a different sizing, then you might want to keep that into consideration when you are starting off with the project. I just found with the yarn that I use, which is a weight 3 mandala yarn, and the 5mm, that one was right for me as well. And I do the same thing with my weight 4 yarn also. I use the same size hook. So once you're done with that first row and close up your circle, it's ready for row 2. You're going to chain 2, of course, and each time you go up and chain 2, that counts as a double crochet. And then you're going to start with the pattern 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, or 2 double crochet in each one. So with that chain 2, in that same actual stitch, you're going to double crochet. That's going to count as your second one. And then in the next stitch, you're going to do the 2 double crochet for each following stitch after that, and then slip stitch afterwards. Okay, so you're just basically doing double for each one as an increasing row, and you should end up with 24 after the end of that one. Now as you're going through here as well, guys, one thing to note, I do always add an extra double crochet inside that last or that first stitch. Like I said, it counts as a double crochet, so you want to make sure when you're chaining up 2, that's counted in and factored in when you're creating your double crochet stitches. Okay, so once you're done with that and you go around the full circle, as you can see, I'm kind of getting through here, checking tension, just keep going through doing the double 2, and I'll make sure I'll meet you at the end. And don't worry, guys, you don't have to be perfect. As you can see, like, I slipped a little bit while I was recording this, so don't worry. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but remember, just follow the pattern. It's 2 double crochets in each stitch, and then you slip stitch. Now for row 3, this is where you do the 2 1 2 1 2 1 pattern. So basically chaining up 2, remember in that same stitch that you chained up in, that's going to be a double crochet in there, so that counts as your 2. And then the next stitch is going to be 1 double crochet. The next stitch after that, 2 double crochets. The next stitch after that, 1 double crochet, and so on and so forth until you get to the end of your row. So you're going to be increasing for the next couple rows here, just to kind of get the hat size to where you need it to be before you start to do the body of the actual basic hat. And again, this is all based off of measurements that I've taken with my personal head, so it is a good point to note that if you are measuring, just to kind of measure from a place where it's like outside of your eyebrows. That's kind of where I got the measurements on where to increase and where not to increase and where to stop from. So just kind of take that with you will. Remember, you always want to measure to make sure it fits your head. Personally, I'm just going based off of my personal measurements and what has worked for me in the past for both weight 3 and weight 4 yarn. Again, using a 5mm crochet hook, I use that for all of the hats that I make. All right, so we're approaching the end of row 3. So again, we're going to be doing a couple more increasing rows. Once you go in and slip the stitch here, you're ready for row 4. Now rows 4 and 5 are going to follow the same exact sequence of the repeats. So both are going to be increasing rows. And how you're going to do these are, of course, you do the chain 2. And then you're going to do a double crochet in that same stitch, remember, because a chain 2 does count as a double crochet. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet after that, 1 double crochet after that, and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So it's a 2 1 1 2 1 1 pattern all the way up into the last stitch. Now once you get through, again, this is for both rows 4 and row 5. Then you're ready for row 6. So basically what row 6 is all about is just you finish the last of your increasing rows with rows 4 and 5. So row 6 is just 1 double crochet in each stitch, and you're going to follow that all the way through rows 12. So super easy sequence, just do 1 double crochet in each, slip stitch, and then go from there. Okay, so this is going to create the body of the hat that's going to make it curve and go all the way down to the bottom. Now, one thing that I do want to note again, when it does come to these stitches, I do make sure I do put 1 extra inside that first stitch just to make sure that there's no holes or any extra spaces in between. It just makes it for a cleaner work, and you can easily see the pattern on where your first startup is. So side note there. And as you can see, the work is working up very nicely. The colors are starting to change by itself. So once you get through, once you finish throughout, when you do the rest of your single double crochets, then you're going to hit into row 3. So this is going to be pretty much where the body ends for your hat. So as you can see here, it has a nice little curve from when the increasing rows stopped. The body goes down, and then this single crochet row is really going to be where it kind of tightens up the hat around your head to create a nice little fitting feel. So it's just going to be a row of single crochets all the way around, and that's just to, like I said, to tighten up the work a little bit, because you know double crochets are loose, so that's going to help with that. And then with row 14 is where you're going to start with your first ruffled row. So just after you go around, you can slip the stitch in there. If you need to use a stitch marker to help you remember where that single crochet first one is, you can do that. I did not use that one for this one because I can see the difference now with doing these hats a couple times. But with the first row, you're going to want to make sure that you do put in that single crochet row and then start that row 14 ruffled row of 3 double crochets in each stitch. Then after you do that row 14, where is the double crochets in each stitch, the 3 of them, you're gonna go and do 2 double crochets in each stitch. So it goes 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets. Okay, so row 14, definitely 3 doubles in there, and then row 15 is going to be 2 doubles in each one, creating that nice ruffle pattern. And then the last row of ruffles is going to be 1 double crochet in each stitch, and that's going to pretty much solidify your work to make it look nice and neat, so you have like the nice little size ruffles. So if it helps you, just think about it as 3 2 1 for the ruffle side. And if you want to finish off your work with the extra row of single crochet in like a border or, you know, an extra lining, you can do that with your work. I didn't do that with this project, but that is something I do with a lot of them. And voila, you have a finished ruffle hat. Hope you liked it. See you later.